think the boogeyman is going to come for our guns really soon. Today, we're going to do a comparison on what it costs to make a cachet yourself out of PVC or ABS pipe versus buying one of these monovaults as I did. So, I'm getting ready to start burying guns. I guess I watched too much YouTube. It's just a matter of time, guys. Civil War is going to break out, World War III or whatever it is. But the point is, you better start hiding your stuff. You better start buying your food. You better start burying your guns, because I'm telling you, the end of the world as we know it is upon us, and it could happen tomorrow. But anyway, for now, I've got 5 more boxes in from Amazon, and I'm getting ready to bury everything. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go shopping at a plumbing store. We're going to go to Home Depot. We're going to buy what is necessary for you to either make your own little secret gun cache that you can bury out of PVC pipe. And then we're going to order these gun vaults off the internet and do a comparison between what you make at home versus what you can buy and the cost difference. And I think you're going to be quite amazed when you see the difference between doing it yourself and just buying them outright. Okay? So as you guys know, I usually like to start a video off with opening what came in the mail that day. So I got, luckily, this is great, but I got 5 packages in from Amazon, and I'm going to open them up with my razor sharp Papa Bear knife. I just like this knife, it's so damn sharp. Alright, so what we got here? So I can tell you this, I kind of know what's coming in, but sometimes I order this stuff and I buy some of the stuff, I just forget what the hell I got. But I know what's going on here. I'm buying lots of silica packs. So this is a 60 pack of 5-gram silicas for gun storage. And then this one here is another pack of silica. So I'm going to put these over here to the side for now and let them pile up. So, alright, so let's see what's in this Amazon box. So, you know, the fun thing is, the only good thing about prepping and hoarding is if you like to buy yourself things, or if you like opening gifts or whatever, this is cool. Oh, cool. Okay, I got a poncho in. This is from Snug Pack. I bought this on Amazon. It was like $35. I'll show an image of it right here, right now. Okay. This is a poncho that will cover your backpack. You can't put enough value in a poncho because you can turn it into a bivvy as well. Here, I'll hold it in a little closer here. So this is the Snug Pack poncho. I'll put that over here, throw the boxes on the ground. See what we got here next. Yeah, as you can tell, I am literally buying everything. I am like 99% certain that World War III or Civil War is going to break out relatively soon. I used to say, I hope it doesn't happen in my lifetime. But guys, if you're a Christian, you know what's going on. You understand what the rapture is and the tribulation and the second coming of Jesus Christ. Let me tell you what, it is upon us. This is a little a collapsible canteen. I bought this on Amazon as well, and it was like $19.99. I'll show it is right now. Okay, so there it is. There's an image of it. And what else did I get here? Okay, so this is an angle finder. I bought this again on Amazon. It's sad that Amazon runs such a good business, but they do. But, helping out Jeff Bezos and the Washington Post achieve world domination is kind of sucks, but, it's just so damn organized. It's too bad that the Democrats can't organize and run cities and government as well as Jeff Bezos runs Amazon, because that company runs like a top. So, maybe Jeff Bezos for president. I don't know if they're going to have a Democrat up there, maybe have him, but I just don't know how liberal the guy is. But anyway, he's getting a divorce. It's going to cost him $70 billion. So more power to your wife. Matter of fact, can I get your ex-wife's phone number? You can Google it below, but have her call me. I'm single. I'm interested. I think she's cute. I think maybe we could have something going on here. Plus, I don't mind being a sugar baby to a sugar mama. So anyway, but this is an angle finder. I need this for my shop. Okay, so what else we got here? Alrighty. That's kind of funny, isn't it? I never thought I'd taste a woman, but you know, so my price is $70 billion. You know what? I wouldn't go after women for money, but you know, at $70 billion, I would. But she's a good-looking woman, and she's about the right age for me. Okay, again, I got another poncho here. One thing about me is redundancy, 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 redundancy. One is none and two is one. I don't know who made that, who said that or made that up, but I believe on that. If you're going to buy one of something, you better buy two, okay? Because you may have to share it or one may break. So I always buy two of everything. So this is another poncho. This is arrows. These are arrows that break down into 3 parts because I've got a sling bow, a slingshot that shoots arrows, and I'm going to be shooting those arrows out of that. So, okay, this is a 60-gram packet of silica, another silica here. Okay, and I bought all these on Amazon as well, supporting the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos as well. So anyway, so what I got in was a lot of silica packs, and the reason I got all these silica packs is because I am going to get ready to start burying all my monovaults, my septic tank, my PVC homemade pipes. I am going to bury stuff all over the place. I'm going to hide it. I'm going to make it accessible to where I can get to it if I need it. And you guys need to do the same thing because hell is coming. It's coming to America, and when it comes to America, it's coming to the whole world. And you know what? What's the worst thing that can happen if you bury food, guns, and supplies? You can always dig it up and use it later on. So it's no different than having money in a savings account that you never touch, having a gun in the ground with some ammunition and some freeze-dried food and some powdered penicillin. Penicillin, guys, one of the things you never thought about. Powdered penicillin. You can get it in Mexico. You can even buy it on the internet, I think, in the United States now. But penicillin for infections. If you got to keep in mind, what is most likely to happen to us is an EMP over Kansas. Everybody knows this, but no one talks about it. I don't know why the government doesn't do much about it. But 100 kiloton nuclear bomb, 5 or 40 or 50, I don't know what the range is, but it says a certain height above right central Kansas, and it wipes out the entire grid for the United States. Okay, and then 90% of you guys watching this, well, not probably 90% of you guys watching this, probably 100% of you guys watching this will survive, but 90% of the people are estimated to die. So you're talking about 300 million Americans dying and 30 surviving. But this will be the beginning of World War III when this happens. But you know what? It's not far off, and I'm convinced that the shit's going to hit the fan, and I'm preparing. I'm not going to go down without a fight, and I hope you don't either. So I hope if you like what you're seeing and you like what you're hearing, you guys subscribe to my channel and stay tuned to this stuff, because I do it for you. No one pays me to do this stuff. I'm buying this stuff with my own money. Every now and then somebody will send me something. Now, I appreciate this. One of you guys named Dan sent me this book called Jesus Always. And it is a beautiful book. It's leather bound. And all it is it has a date, but it doesn't have a year. And what you do is this ends up being kind of like your little what do you call it? Your diary. You can write little comments in here, but once a day you actually will read. Kind of like a pep talk or a little prep speech, or it's not even a prayer, but it's just 2 little paragraphs. You know what? This one didn't do as much as yesterday's. Yesterday's was really good. It started off. It says, "When things are not going your way, refuse to get flustered." It was kind of like a pep talk. So this little book, which is from Sarah Young, called Jesus Always. It is available on Amazon for I think $17. I'll show it right here. This is a beautiful gift. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this book away to one of you guys on my next video. I'm going to write a number right here. You're not going to know what it is, and it will not be number 12. It's going to be between 1 and 25. So make sure you watch the video quick, and all you do is have to make a comment. So just say hello, okay, or thank you. And if you're, say, number 23 or number 16 or whatever, and it matches the number, I'm going to send you this book, okay? And I hope it means as much to you as it will to me. So every day you can give yourself a little pep talk. But anyway, back onto the subject here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to run up to the Home Depot, and I'm also going to run up to the plumbing supply, because Home Depot doesn't carry PVC pipe over 4 inches. And so if you want a 6-inch or 8-inch PVC pipe to make you a gun cache, you're going to have to go to a plumbing supply. And so we're going to go there, and we're going to see what this stuff costs. All right, so we'll be right back. Okay, so we're at a Home Depot trying to get the materials to make a cache to bury in the backyard. So as far as PVC goes here at the Home Depot that I'm at, all they have is 10-foot lengths of PVC. And the largest they carry is this right here, which is a 4-inch diameter piece of the black, and it's $21.76 for a 10-foot piece. And then they do have the caps over here, and well, anyway, it's not what I'm looking for. The size of cache I want to make is going to be at least an 8-inch. So to get 8-inch pipe, you're going to have to go to a real plumbing supplies. So let's head down to a plumbing supply place. All right, so I came down to Astro Plumbing here in Montebello, California, and they've got all the parts ready for me that it takes to make a cache. So this is 6-inch ABS pipe, which is basically, it's like PVC, it's just not high pressure, but it's plenty good enough for burying your guns. So a 3-foot long piece of 6-inch ABS pipe was $24. This is the end cap. This is called a gem cap. That's $31. This is a female adapter that will take the cap. So the female adapter is $30. The cap is $15, and then you've got to put thread. You got to put the Teflon tape around the thread here so it's watertight. So 3/4-inch Teflon tape is $11, and if you go with the 1/2 inch, it's $8. But I'm going to get the 3/4 inch, and then you got to have the glue to put the cap, or to put the female cap onto the pipe here. But anyway, so you got to have the glue. So this is called weld-on ABS glue, and that is $7 for that. If you go with PVC, there's a PVC glue, that's $9. And this other thing is called dope. Dope is kind of like a grease that you put around the thread. Some people believe in getting it to make it watertight, but you know what? I don't need it. You don't need it either, so don't have to worry about it. So the items you need is the pipe, the end cap. So you can either go with a plastic end cap, glue it on, or you could get what's called a gem cap. Okay, you need the female thread adapter, you need the cap, the Teflon tape, the glue, and like I said, if it's ABS, you only need the one on the right, and if you go with PVC, you need the one on the left. Now, PVC is white or gray if it's Schedule 80. Okay, now this is a completed one all the way right here. That's a 4-inch one. So this one I went with the end cap. I got 30 inches of 4-inch PVC pipe. I got the adapter, and I got the thread. Okay. So for this particular cache, all I need is, I just need the ABS glue, the Teflon tape, the cap, the female thread, the gem cap, and the piece of pipe. The other items were just suggestions. So what is the total to make this 3-foot, 6-inch cache? What's the material cost?
It's going to be $101.01.
Is that with tax?
No tax.
No tax. All right. So guys, it's about $100 of materials plus tax to make you one 3-foot cache, 6 inches in diameter. You heard it for yourself. So that was a fun little trip. So we went to Home Depot, we went to the Astro Plumbing Supply, and this is what we got. I got a 3-foot long piece of ABS pipe. It's $24. This is my gem cap, as you saw earlier, $31. This thing was expensive. This is a rubber, it's Jim, J-I-M, just like the guy, the name Jim. But this is a this is for checking water pressure on a on PVC pipe. But the difference between ABS pipe and PVC pipe is PVC is more high pressure, ABS is just for flow, but you don't need high pressure for what we're doing with these gun balls. Plus I like the color black, and PVC is in white. And if you get Schedule 80 PVC, it's gray. But just because I think it looks pretty in black, I'm doing black. So $31, $24 for the pipe, $31 for the gem cap. The female fitting that has the thread for the end cap, this was $30. And then this cap was, I believe, $15. And then to put it together, you got to get the little glue. Now, so this is weld-on glue for ABS, not PVC. And when you put it on both sides. Now, this is a little wet right now because I just cut it on the saw up there. And then the last thing I got some 3/4 inch Teflon tape. It comes in two sizes. It comes in 1/2 inch and it comes in 3/4, and I got the 3/4 inch just because it's bigger. So you know what the total was, right, guys? It was $101. So it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap at all. To put this together, this thing here just screws on. All right. This literally just screws on and it tightens down, and it has a stainless steel hose clamp like you'd have on your car that will tighten it down. And first thing I asked, well, should I put some dope around it or any kind of glue? And the guy said, no. And this was a plumber, not the guy at the store. A plumber came in. One guy said, yeah, put dope around. The other guy said, no, don't. You might cause it to get loose. So you just put this on, you loosen it, you tighten it down. The other side, the threaded, you slide it on, you lock it in, and then you'll put 3/4 inch Teflon tape around these threads. Now, the reason I'm not doing it right now for you guys is because I'm going to cover what I think is going to be a better system. So, after seeing what this thing cost me, which was $101, and all it is 6-inch diameter, 3 feet long, I came to the conclusion immediately that I like this particular pre-made, factory-made cachet better, by far. Now, I'm going to put it down here on the ground so you guys can see it a little better. Okay, so I bought this from a company called Monovault, but on their website, I'll put a link below, but it's called Tank Barn, and then they have another website called storeguns.com. But anyway, so this one here has a lid on it. You pull the lid off, and then you've got a screwed on cap. You take the cap off, and you got a 10-inch diameter tube. I believe this one here is a 30-inch tube. I haven't even taken all the stuff out of it. But from this guy here, I bought silica gel humidifiers. I bought the tubes to put the guns in. Okay, these are the crap. Shit's flying everywhere. Okay, hold on a minute. You know, I don't practice these things at all. You know, I mean, what you see is what you get with me. I mean, seriously, I got an actual job that pays me. So, but anyway, these are Z-Rust little tubes that you actually will slide your gun in, and then you slide your gun in here. So I'm going to show you guys something. I'm going to do a comparison between the 6-inch and the 10-inch. I believe that's 10-inch. Oh shit, that thing's tight. Okay, so this is a 6-inch, and I'm thinking this is 10-inch. Yeah, it's 10-inch. Okay, so I'm going to try to get my gun. This is my assault shotgun. I'm going to try to get it in a 6-inch pipe. Won't go. Just won't go. Okay. But it fits perfectly in here. Now, I would need the longer one. I would need one that's like 4 foot. I believe these things come in, don't hold me to this, I believe they come in like 7 or 9 different sizes, and I believe this one here was like $120. After everything is said and done, though, I've come to the conclusion, before I've even glued the end caps on these PVC cachets, screw making it yourself. Buy the Monovault. I will not make any more PVC cachets. I did it strictly for this video, but I have $100 in parts for a 3 foot long 6-inch PVC pipe versus $120 and a 10-inch diameter. Now this is only a 30-incher, I guess. This is a 30-inch 4. Let me see how long that is. This is probably 32, I guess, because I did this. Now I went to Home Depot as well, as you can tell, and I got the end cap, a 30-inch piece of PVC pipe that they already had pre-cut, the end cap, and this little screw cap, and this was like $45. So for $45, well, hell, you could just buy one of these right here off Amazon for 20 bucks. This is a little ammo can survival thing. They only make the one size from this company, but God, for 20 bucks, this thing's bigger. It's going to probably hold more. But, you know, I watch YouTube like you guys do. I mean, I probably watch 4 to 5 hours of YouTube a night. Seriously, I'm addicted to it. But, you know, I watched all these videos on guys that made all these gun caches out of PVC pipe. And there's like 50 videos on the internet, I swear. Those guys are wrong. You know, don't make your own cache. Now, if you live out in the middle of nowhere and you don't have electricity, you don't have a Wi-Fi, you don't have a computer, you don't have a telephone, and you communicate by smoke signals, yeah, if you find some PVC pipe, make your cache yourself. But you know what? For $21 delivered on Amazon, I bought this thing right here. So this was $45 of material. I got this for $21 delivered on Amazon. And this has, what you do is you put all your crap in there. You put this cap on here. You line up the screws, and it's got 6 screws that tightens it down. And then to protect that, you've got this lid on it. I don't know how they make any money on this thing at 20 bucks, to be honest with you. What's this thing called? It's called Survival Ammo Can. I don't see how they make any money. I mean, you know, I just don't get it. But guys, I would buy the shit out of these before you can't get them anymore, and the government outlaws caches to bury things. So I have now right here, I've got 6 caches. I've got a 30-inch long 4-inch one. I've got a 36-inch long 6-inch one. I got a 32-inch long 10-inch one. I also got this other 10-inch one here. Now this one came from Montebello. This is a 10-inch diameter, and I think they call it a 10-inch. It's really small, but can you put a pistol in there? Let's see. Yeah, you can put a pistol in it. God, there's got more stuff in here. Well, I tell you what, these guys take good care of you at the model. I got more silica dehumidifier, and but yeah, pistol fits right in there, in the case. Put that in there. A bunch of food, ammunition, and go bury it in the backyard. Let's see if the pistol fits in this other little $20 one. So I know what you guys are thinking. God, man, you got a freaking mess there. Yeah, dude. Who cares? Okay, so the gun does fit in there. And the case, and ammunition, and some food, fire starter, some money, some gold. Put the lid on. Cap it, and go bury this sucker in the backyard. I've already figured it out, because I haven't buried any of these yet, but I figured out what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to find me a flat rock, and I'm going to put a flat rock right on top of it. And then I'm going to put a crushed aluminum can on top of the rock, and then I'm going to cover it with dirt. Now, the reason I'm going to do that is if I have to use a metal detector to go find it, because let's say the whole area changed from a flood, the metal detector can find the aluminum can. If I can't find the aluminum can, and I have a post hole digger and I'm going around bouncing everywhere, if it's just a few inches on the ground, when it hits that rock, guess what it's going to do? It's going to hit it. And I go, oh, I hit something solid. And I'm going to dig around it, pull out the rock, and I know what will be underneath there. So when you bury these things, guys, do that. That way you can find them. So I'm not going to tell you where we're going to bury all my caches, but the other cache that I'm working on doing, and I'll make another video on it probably, is a 500-gallon septic tank with a 20-inch manhole. Now, there's only one video on the internet right now. My buddy David at Southern Prepper 1, he's got a video that's like 9 years old. But, you know, a 500-gallon septic tank as a cache, you could crawl in that thing and sleep in it, literally. It's pretty good size. It's big enough for maybe 2 people to go down there and, like, hide. So, but the thing with that thing is you can hide years worth of food, years worth of water, years worth of everything. So that's another thing you should look into. And from what I've seen on the internet, there's a couple of internet people who sell them. They average around $600 plus the freight. If you're lucky enough to live in one of the cities where these things are made at, you can go pick it up yourself. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay some class 300 freight to have it shipped to you. Those things weigh like 164 pounds. So 2 guys can pick up a 500-gallon polyethylene septic tank. Now, another idea for you guys who already have septic tanks, put your guns in one of these tubes and weight it down and throw it in your septic tank in your backyard. I promise you that when the popo comes looking for your guns, when they outlaw these things one day, they're not going to want to dig around in your septic tank. So that would be the absolute critical time for you to actually have to go down in your septic tank and feel around and feel for this tube. And because it's black, even if it was floating down there, it's not going to show up. But there's another good place for you to hide your guns. Another place to hide your guns and your supplies is between the walls. So if you're building a new house, what you should do is between your 2x4 framing, you should leave yourself a hollow core and go ahead and put something in there where you can hide some supplies and you can access it through a little wall panel, like a little breaker box. Okay, they have these little breaker switches that are like 10 by 10. So what you do is you put that on the wall and then you take it off, and then you can reach inside there and get into your cache that's behind the wall. But guys, you got to start hiding your guns. You got to start hiding your ammunition. Matter of fact, you better start hiding your knives too, so you guys can see it. I've got 4 of these caches. You know, the word's cache, but I call them cache because it's C-A-C-H-E and it sounds French like cache. So if anyone's the whole video, I'd be going, you freaking idiot, it's cache. But I call them cache. It's kind of stuck in my head as cache. So if you don't like it, whatever. But anyway, so this is this is the model 1248. That means 12-inch diameter, 48 inches tall. This is the 1236. And then this is, I guess, a 1030 or 1032, whatever it is. But here I've got my assault shotgun. Okay, it will not fit in. It will fit inside the 10-inch, but this one's not long enough. So this is a 36-inch. Well, it definitely will fit inside here, but it's not long enough. So the largest model they make is this 1248. And these are about $200. And after spending, you know, $100 on the materials for this tiny little thing, these 12 by 48s are the ones that I like. So not only can you get this gun in here, you can get a lot more. You can get several guns inside here. There's just a lot of room inside there. Matter of fact, this is a funny story. I bought my very first one of these, and the first time I ever saw this was at the PrepperCon show in Utah like a year ago. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, why hasn't somebody ever made something that you could bury your guns in? And I discovered Monovault, the company and the product then. And there was this little girl, she was probably 8 or 9 years old. I think I have the picture right here. But I literally picked her up and I put her down inside the Monovault and put the lid on it. So technically, you could even put a small child in here. So don't let them crawl in here and play, okay, and get locked in. But that's not going to happen. So I hope that doesn't come out wrong. So the 5 sizes of Monovaults that I have, I wouldn't buy anything smaller than the 10-inch. And personally, if you're going to bury something, you might as well bury plenty of it, or plenty of stuff. So these 12 by 48s are fine with me. Now, unfortunately for Monovault, somebody came and knocked them off with a Chinese knockoff. Now, Monovault is made in America. It's 100% made in America. But there's some company that came and knocked off only their one size here. So I went ahead and bought one for you guys, so you don't end up buying one and it doesn't work. So I did a comparison, a fair comparison. So I'm going to put the lids back on them, both of them at the same time, and do a little comparison while we're doing this video of the Monovault versus the Chinese knockoff. So the one here on my right is the Monovault, and then this one here is the knockoff. And So taking the lid off, very heavy duty. Taking this lid off, feels medium duty. Doesn't feel weak by any means. Taking this lid off, taking two lids off at the same time. This one just kind of glides. This one I'm having to twist. You can tell this is made in China, just the quality of it. They have a little rubber gasket. This one's got kind of a little bulgier rubber gasket, and this one here is, I don't know. I mean, it's very similar. I put them both on a weight scale, and this one here has 21 pounds of plastic in it, a polyurethane or whatever it's made of, and this one here weighed 19 pounds. So the Monovolt is definitely heavier duty. Yeah, you can tell it's thicker. Will this one not do the job? I think it will probably do the job just fine. So I have one of each, and I will bury them, and you know what? In 2 years, or 1 year maybe, whatever, we'll dig them up and we'll see how they're doing. Nice and tight. And this, it has an HQ on it. I don't know what that means. This is loose. See that? This one here is just popping off. So what I think is going to happen, what I'm worried about on this one here, on the Chinese knockoff, is I'm worried about the pressure from the water lifting the lid off, because look how easy that comes off there. I'm worried about lifting off, and then I'm worried about water getting in here and leaking inside this thing. And then this one here, I can't even get it off. There. I'm not worried, and this thing just feels so much heavier. I am not worried about this particular cachet leaking or losing. You can just feel the difference. I mean, it's, you know, I got this, I believe, from Sportsman's Warehouse, and it was like $120 plus freight, so it ended up costing me like $150. And this one here was $200. So there's a $50 difference between this one and this one. But you know, these guys only make the one size. I like the Monovolt people. I like that they have the bags that you put your guns in. I don't want to open up the bag right now. I know you're like, well, hey, why don't you show us how it goes in the gun goes in the bag. I just don't want to do it until I get ready to do it. Then I'll make that for another video. But I like the quality difference in the Monovolt. I like the people there, and they have so many different sizes, and they were telling you what to do and not what to do. Plus, they sell this. They sell the dehumidifiers. They sell the Z-Rust bags. They just had it all, and I got all the different sizes from them. And the good thing is, if you buy 6 or more, they give you a 10% discount. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, this stuff's made in America. It's not made in China. So anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video on cachets. And again, my conclusion is just buy your cache from Monovolt. Don't even try to build it out of PVC pipe. It costs too much. It actually costs more. It's not as big, and I can't guarantee it's watertight. At least with the cache from Monovolt, you've got this little lid with a rubber gasket on it that's going to screw down, and then you've got this little cap cover on top of it to protect it as well. You notice it kind of looks like a landmine, but remember what I told you about the rock in the can. That's smart. So anyway, guys, I love having you on my channel. Again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I try to bring these videos out at least once a week, and I'm starting to give away more stuff. So anyway, love you. See you on the next video. Hey guys, take a few seconds to watch my other YouTube channel called Billy Bombproof, where I do all the reviews on all my survival gear. You'll like it. It's funny.